Welcome back, guys and girls. Today we are going to replace serpentine idler on the old 99 Blazer. This is fairly easy. You need a 3/8 ratchet and a 13mm socket. So first thing we need to do is get that belt off. And you can't really see with the camera on the tripod, so I'm gonna do this one-handed here and then take the belt off, and then I'll put you guys on the tripod so you can watch a little better. Now you got to make sure you have enough room when you take this loose, because this is going to get in the way of your cables and everything, possibly. So we're going to go down like this, and I'm going to reach over here with this finger. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just going to pop the belt off the alternator, and we are, focus, we are free. Now see, this is where you can get into trouble, because that ratchet wants to come up, and if you're not careful, your hand will be over in here. Okay, so the belt is off. All we have to do is remove the pulley. I'm gonna get you guys up on the tripod. Okay, this is pretty simple. You literally just take the bolt out of the center. Now make sure you don't lose the washers that are on here, because they are what actually centers the bearing on the bolt. The bolt is a lot smaller than the hole in the bearing. This is, got this on Rock Auto. This is the replacement belt idler, and I looked for just a bearing. It's a common bearing. It's a 203P, which works out to be like a 6203 2RS, and that is exactly 6203 RS is what's in here. Well, it turns out I can get the pulley and the bearings cheaper than I can get just the bearing around here. So I'm gonna get some tools. We're gonna take this off right here. So if your pulley didn't come with the bolt, and most of them don't, you'll have to get this retainer off. So you put the socket back on, and I use a pick, and you grab that, and you just kind of pull those little tabs up like that. And once you get a couple of them pulled up out of the way, it'll start spinning, and you're basically just unscrewing it off of there. You get to a point where you've got enough room, you can just get a hold of it, and you can just spin it up off of there. I mean, really, that's just to hold it all together when they're installing it. So there is the piece you don't want to lose. That one there is just really a washer, but you don't want to get rid of it either if you can keep from it. Put it back together. Make sure that little step is down inside. You put the retainer back on. Just spin it down on there. And then we just reinstall it. It's that easy, guys. The trickiest part, a lot of times, is making sure your belt is on all of the pulleys properly. And even that's not that hard, really, as long as you got good light. So we're just gonna spin that back on. Make sure it's snug. We're just going to put the belt back on. So, I guess I should have got that belt a little closer to ready. To me, it's easier to put the belt under the idler than it is to put it over the alternator pulley. So I just do it like this, and then just push it back in. Okay, let the tension back off, or let the tension back on, I guess. I just go through and look, make sure the belt is lined up. Come on, babe. So make sure the belt is lined up down on your crank pulley. That's the hardest one to see. I don't know if you guys can see down in there or not. You just look on both sides. Make sure it's lined up right there on your power steering pump. And that's it. You're done.